Corey Cohen here, real estate broker based on the Upper West Side, and want to give you some information about Local Law 11. As you're getting out and seeing apartments, you want to understand what's happening with that scaffolding outside of the building. Now, that's part of Local Law 11, which was passed in response to pieces of buildings actually falling on people and either injuring them or killing them. And this regulation is in place to ensure that any building above 6 stories is being inspected every 5 years to ensure that debris isn't falling on any passerbys underneath and in the street. So it's an inspection that happens every 5 years. They inspect the entire building all around, both inside and outside on the perimeter at the street, or if there's a courtyard on the interior of the building. So it's something to be aware of because it's not something to be totally thrown off by. If there's scaffolding outside of a building, it means that it's actively in progress. And if you're currently touring an apartment, it probably means that within a month or two of you actually closing on it, I would expect that the scaffolding should be removed. So you're kind of getting all of that behind you in the event that you're looking at an apartment that actively has scaffolding. Of course, you may not be able to see your views in the event the scaffolding is blocking your window, which can be an issue, but it is something that happens across all buildings across New York City. And it's something to consider just in terms of the cost and what those big capital expenses are. It can cost a couple $100,000 in order to do one of these inspections. And then depending on what's found, they may need to replace some parts of the facade or replace some of the bricks that are on the facade. So being aware of that, and especially if you're looking through the financials, if there's evidence that the work was done in the last 6 months to a year, can be a cost saver, or at least minimize the risk of there being an assessment to you as a shareholder of a cooperative. So that's just some insight into Local Law 11. I don't think it's anything to be too terrified of. Just New York City wide policy to help ensure the safety of all passerbys, and pretty much very routine. So I think the only thing to be aware of is if the facade needs a total replacement, that's going to really open up some mega costs. So understanding a little bit about what's happening with that Local Law 11 project will definitely serve you well. So if you have any questions, this is Corey Cohen, broker here in Uptown Manhattan, and happy to help answer them. And my info is below. Thanks for stopping by, and catch up soon.